amping up the releases right now because I've got another long list of things that I want to tell you about. Hi guys, it's April, and since we are about to hit the end of September, I thought it would be a good time to sit down and talk to you guys about my anticipated releases for October, and I have a list for you. I'm going to keep my descriptions relatively short for these ones since I have a good chunk of things that I want to get through with you. It's a combination of books, manga, and coloring book, so I'm just going to start in. So on October 6th, we have Shine by Jessica Jung. This is a K-pop centered YA romance, and all I saw was K-pop, and I'm interested. Also on October 6th, we have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. This is the story of a young woman who gets to live forever, but nobody remembers who she is. It's by V.E. Schwab, so yes, please. Continuing on October 6th, we have The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher. This is a story about a girl who finds a hole in the wall in her uncle's house. Inside, there is cryptic words and messages, and she decides that she's going to decipher them. This has a very eerie vibe to it, going off of the cover and the description, so I am all about it. There's also The Code for Love and Heartbreak by Jillian Cantor. This is a romance that is coding inspired, and given my background, I couldn't say no to this one. And it just looks to be all kinds of fun because I believe it is an Emma-inspired retelling, so I'm here. By Gregory Maguire, we have A Wild Winter Swan, which I do believe is a Wild Swan retelling. I'm on the fence with this one because I love The Wild Swan. I am hit or miss with Gregory Maguire. I'm hoping this one is good. We also have Over the Woodward Wall by A. Deborah Baker. This is actually a pseudonym for Seanan McGuire. I haven't read any of Seanan McGuire's books outside of her Wayward Children series, but I do love that series so much that I would like to get into some of her A. Deborah Baker works. And I do know that this book here is going to have some mention from the characters in Middle Game, but I do not believe that they have to be read together. Then we have Eventide by Sarah Goodman. This is the story of two orphans who end up in a small town that is filled with all kinds of weird superstitions right next to a very eerie woods. This looks like it could be the perfect October read. And finally, the last release for October 6th that I want to talk to you guys about is Creatopia, a coloring book by Vexx. He's an illustrator here on YouTube that I follow and absolutely love his work. He has a mixture of this doodle style and this realism that he mixes together in this very cool mashup. And when I found out that he was releasing a coloring book, I had to get on that one. Then on October 13th, we have two different manga that are set out to be released. The first one is Ancient Magus Bride, Volume 13. I really enjoy this whole series, so I'm excited about this next volume. And the other manga is Fangirl, Volume 1. This is an adaptation of Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a direct adaptation, so nothing new is actually going to happen in this manga, but I do love Fangirl. I have a lot of connection to that story, so I do want to pick up this manga at some point because I just have to see what this adaptation is like. On October 20th, we have Among the Beast and Briar by Ashley Poston. I absolutely adored Ashley Poston's Once Upon a Con series, and this looks like it's going to have some fairy tale feels to it, but it's going to lean more towards those darker aspects and more towards that fantasy realm. So I'm excited to see what she's going to do here. Then on October 27th, we have Volume 9 of Girl from the Other Side. This series is just all kinds of dark and eerie and fairy tale-like that October is a perfect time to release this new volume, and I am going to be devouring it as soon as I get my hands on it. Also on October 27th, we have Magic, Dark and Strange by Kelly Powell. This is the story about a girl who can raise the dead so people can say their final goodbye. The catch is for the hours that she has that body reanimated, she loses those hours on her own life. So that's a thing. And the last release of October 27th is Siúil and Tai-chan, Volume 2. I just finished the first volume of this one, and it's just the most adorable thing with the senior cat and a new kitten and the adventures they get up to. So I am ready for the smiles. And before I wrap this up, the last thing I want to mention for releases in October. I am not 100% sure when it's supposed to be released, but I do know it is being released with a lot of special orders. Dawnshard by Brandon Sanderson. It's a short little novella set in the Stormlight Archive series. It's being wrapped up into an anniversary release of Way of Kings. I don't know if people are going to be able to get their hands on it outside of that. I'm really hoping so because I want to sit and read it because I just want to read everything by Brandon Sanderson. That's just where I'm at. So those are all of the releases I'm excited about for the month of October. Tell me down below which books you are excited about. I would love to hear what you're looking forward to. And of course, if you want to see more content like this, subscribe down below, and I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.